some businesses are harder because the numbers don't really work. There's this grid that I use when I teach it. It's a grid that compares volume and high margin. Volume is how many units of your product you can sell. If you sell shirts, how many can you sell? Margin is how much you make per shirt. So there are some businesses where the margin is not much, like sachet water, pure water. Margin is not much. Bread, most of the bread they sell, the loaves of bread they sell, the margin is not much. So the way to make money is the more volume you sell, the more money you can make. So if the margin per loaf of bread is like 100 naira, if you're able to, the more loaves of, if you can sell 1,000 pieces, that's 100,000 in profit. So it's about volume. If you break the relationship between margin and volume, you get 4 distinct areas. The first one is low margin, low volume. What you are selling is low margin, and you're not able to sell a lot of volume. That category is what I call the graveyard. Any business that is in that category, it is clear the business cannot make it, because the only way for you to make it is volume, or for you to create products that have high margin, and you're doing neither. If you don't do anything about it fast, you quickly finish your capital and the business is dead. So that's why I call it a graveyard zone. The next zone is mass market, and there are many big companies that play in mass market. I joined a bottling company that bottles Coke and the rest of them plays there. Bakeries play there, sachet water companies play there, pencil manufacturers play there, bar soap for washing, they play there. The margins on these products are not a lot, but the goal is to sell a lot of volume. And how you know these products? They call them fast-moving consumer goods. They move fast because people use them on a daily basis. So because people use them on a daily basis, you are short of volume. And even though the margin is small, you can make up. That's why Coca-Cola can be a big company, even though what it sells is not a big margin. So that's mass margin. The next grade is high margin, low volume. I call that boutique businesses. They are small by nature because they don't need to sell to a lot of customers, low volume. But what they sell is high margin. So anybody who sells specialty services, anybody who is a professional, maybe let's say like an auditor, accountant, a specialist doctor, lawyers are like that. Some small law firms are like that. They don't have a lot of clients, but they make high volumes. And they are far more profitable than some businesses that everybody knows, because they're high margin, low volume. The sweet spot that everybody wants to be in, but very few can be in, is the superstar range. High margin, high volume. Examples I can find there will be the iPhone. Samsung is there. Each iPhone, high margin, and they sell to almost everybody. Everybody buys them. So not everybody can play in that range of high margin, high volume. Even Rolls-Royce is in high margin, low volume. Rolls-Royce doesn't sell a lot, but for each car they sell. Private jets are in high margin, low volume. My kind of consulting is there. That's why I deliberately positioned it. I don't want a lot of people because the problem with consulting is that many times the growth of your business is limited by your time. Like every other human, I have 24 hours in a day. I need at least 6 to 8 of those hours to sleep, another few hours for myself and my family, then the remaining for work. So the limited time I have for work, if I use all of it for consulting,